The Monday, April 7th, 2025 City of Vandalia Council meeting is now called to order. We'll begin with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Council, you've had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes of February 17th, along with the council meeting minutes of February 17th. Are there any comments or corrections? Being none, they stand approved. And that brings us to communications, petitions, and awards. And I have the honor of presenting a proclamation to one of our very own here tonight. So this one's going to be very special. So Vice Mayor Blakesly, if you could join me down front. Is this on? It's on, okay. All right. Well, Mike, we're very proud of you in this award. Unfortunately, I could not be there that night, or morning, actually, it was a morning event, but again, we are all very proud of you, and we want to issue you this proclamation. Whereas the City of Vandalia seeks to honor those who have made a lasting contributions to the fabric of our community, and whereas the Vandalia Butler Chamber of Commerce annually presents the Marvin C. Link Distinguished Service Award, recognizing individuals who have shown a lifelong commitment to the betterment of the community of Vandalia and Butler Township. And whereas Mike is a 2025 recipient of the Marvin C. Link Distinguished Service Award and has dedicated his life to the service of others, both professionally and in his personal time, embodying the value of hard work, compassion, and community spirit that this award represents. Now, therefore, I, Richard Herbst, by the authority vested in me as the mayor of the City of Vandalia, do hereby proclaim Mike Blakesly Day as April 8th, 2025. We can clap for that. You've never had your very own day before. All right.
Well, first, I'm very honored and very humbled by this award. And one of the things that I was raised, and my mother had mentioned to me while I was growing up, that always think about mankind and what have you done for them today before you go to sleep. And so that's resonated with me over the years, and I think that's what kind of started my role or my journey to helping people and giving of myself. I never expected this, but I always appreciated the family being by my side to allowing me to give to others and create that and keep that balance. So this means a lot to me, and just very humbled about this and being on the same stage with all the other recipients of this award. So it means a lot. Thank you.
Again, congratulations.
Usually I'm giving it.
That's right. You do a better job. Here, take this. This is the official one. All right. You want to get some pictures there? Again, congratulations. All right, next we have a proclamation for the National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week of April 13th through the 19th. This on. You gotta push the little button, it turns green, and you can talk into it.
Where you want us?
Where would you like to be?
Back sitting down.
Back sitting down? Well, I can go back and sit
No,
beside
I'm
you.
kidding, I'm
We'll go through
kidding.
this. All right. Well, again, we appreciate everything you guys do for the city of Vandalia. If you want them over here, it'd be easier for you to get a picture. All right. Stand over on this side. All right, so for Public Safety Telecommunications Week, whereas emergencies can occur at any time requiring police, fire, emergency vehicles, and medical services. Whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of appropriate personnel is critical for protection of life and property. And whereas the security of our public safety personnel is dependent upon the quality and the accuracy of the information obtained from citizens who call 911. And whereas public safety specialists are the first and most critical contact for our citizens when an emergency arises. Therefore, I, Richard Herbst, as the mayor of the city of Vandalia, do hereby proclaim April 13th, 2025 through April 19th, 2025 as Public Safety Telecommunications Week. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, I'll hand each of them the mic right now.
No.
Run.
I'm talking now.
There you go. All right. All right, again, thank you. All right, and at this time, Mr. Althouse has the next three items, so at this time, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. It's always good to celebrate our employees here, and we have a new member that we're going to introduce tonight, and then two retirees that we want to acknowledge their many, many years of service. So first of all, we'd like to introduce Dakoda Sizemore. Dakoda, if you'll stand, and I'm going to read your bio here. So Dakoda began employment as a building maintenance technician for the Parks and Recreation Department on March 12th. He is a graduate of National Trail High School, and he is also a U.S. Navy veteran, serving as a machinist mate on a submarine for 5 years. It's a long time to be on a submarine. He brings building maintenance experience in preventative maintenance, facility maintenance, and electrical repair. He currently is a resident of New Paris, Ohio. So Dakoda, welcome aboard. We appreciate you being on the Vandalia team. We also want to recognize two employees, and I do not see Tami Ryan here, but Tami Ryan recently retired with 34 years of service to the city of Vandalia. She began her employment February 11th, 1991, and retired on February 28th of this year. Tami held the position of administrative assistant to the judge and chief assignment officer for the entire length of her career with the court. She played a very vital role within the court, and her presence will be missed. Tami had a level of intelligence and expertise that was extremely helpful to the court. She also had a great working relationship with attorneys' offices and police departments in the county. She did all this while keeping a calm demeanor in a very stressful environment. Tami is spending her retirement enjoying more time with family, especially her grandchildren, reading and tending to her chickens at her farm. So we want to recognize Tami tonight for her 34 years of service to the city. And finally, we had another retirement. This is in our Public Works Department, Joe Blosser. Joe is a graduate of Dixie High School in New Lebanon, where he still lives with his wife, Sharon. Joe started at the city in 1992, bringing 13 years of experience as an equipment operator and a plumber, working for his father's company. Joe acquired vast knowledge and expertise of our city infrastructure from his 32-plus years of public service to the city and its residences and businesses. Being our most experienced member of the Public Works Division, Joe has helped considerably with relaying his knowledge to improve our newer employee skills. Joe was able to work beside his brother Mark here for over 25 years before Mark retired in 2022. Joe will go down as one of the best equipment operators that the city has ever had. He has been a great asset to the city, and we're certainly going to miss his historical, institutional knowledge of our infrastructure and his skills. So we want to wish Joe the very best in his retirement and thank him for his 32 years at the city.
All right, and that does conclude our communications, petitions, and awards. So if you don't want to hang around for the rest of the meeting, now would be a good time to exit. Could I had you go down and sign autographs and stuff for people as they laugh? I was prepared. I'm sorry, I missed it again. All right, we have no public hearing, and that brings us to comments from interested citizens. So if anyone would like to make a comment, please come to the podium and state your name, address, and your comments clearly. We'd also further ask that those who speak follow the etiquette of communicating with respect to others. And as a courtesy, please try to stay on topic with your statements and address council. And a reminder that this is not a forum for arguments or debates. In an effort to give every citizen the opportunity to express their thoughts and concerns, we ask that you keep your comments as brief as possible. So if anyone would like to come up and speak, now's your time. All right, we will move on to our city manager's report. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have several things to cover tonight. The first one is our income tax assistance with extended hours. So the Income Tax Division will be open Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to noon, Monday, April 14th from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Tuesday, April 15th from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. The tax office staff will be available to assist taxpayers in the preparation of city income tax returns. The deadline for filing is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. Next item is our large debris drop-off. The City of Vandalia is offering Vandalia residents free large debris drop-off from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Public Works Garage on April 12th. Proof of residency is required. Our next item is announcing our Vandalia Easter Extravaganza on Saturday, April 19th. So we encourage individuals to bring the family out and have an egg-succulent time at the Vandalia Easter Extravaganza held at the Vandalia Sports Complex, the soccer field side. It's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be egg hunts at 11 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. for ages 12 and under, including a baby goat petting zoo, arts and crafts, face painting, vendors, games and activities, food trucks, Easter Bunny photo area, and much more. We ask people to bring their own basket for the egg hunts. I'm not going to try it again.
All right.
You were just excited about that.
Yes.
All right, and then we have a couple of action items.
I've got one other.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One other item, I'm sorry. Vandalia Recreation Center will be closed on Sunday, April 20th for Easter Sunday, and will resume normal hours on Monday, April 21st.
All right.
Thank you.
And now those action items.
Thank you. So at the April 7th council meeting, you will be asked to consider the appointment of Larry Pearson to the Golf Advisory Board. A memo from Deputy Clerk of Council Swartz contained Mr. Pearson's application. The Golf Advisory roster is included in your packets.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Lewis and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesly to approve Larry Pearson to the Golf Advisory Board. Are there any comments from council? Call the roll.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Faust,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have a licensed liquor request. Again, Mr. Althouse.
So enclosed in your council packets was a memorandum I prepared recommending council not request an Ohio Department of Liquor Control hearing for a new liquor license at 722 West National Road for Verma Treasure, Inc., doing business as Curry and Grill.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
I believe I have a motion to not request an ODLC hearing of the new liquor license at 722 West National Road. Any comments or questions? Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Follak.
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst.
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver.
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly.
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, the motion passes 7-0. And if I wasn't clear about that, Jerry, Ms. Dugan made the motion, and Ms. Avalotis Weaver seconded.
I got that one. Thank you.
All right. All right. Then we've got the liquor license renewal. Again, Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. All retail liquor permits in the city expire on June 1 of each year and are subject to renewal. City Council has the right to object to the renewal of any permit and to request a hearing. Any such objection requires council to pass a resolution specifying the problems at the establishment and the legal grounds for objection by May 2nd. I have enclosed a memorandum in your packets recommending council not object to the renewal of any retail liquor permits in the city of Vandalia.
All right. Can I have a motion not to object to the renewal of any retail liquor permits in the city of Vandalia?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follak and a second by Councilman Lewis. Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilmember Follak.
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst.
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver.
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly.
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have no old business, and that brings us to the first resolution of this evening, that being Resolution 25-R-19. Mr. McDonald, by title only.
A resolution authorizing the purchase of a Mitel telephone system requested by the IT Department from Forerunner, Inc. at government procurement contract pricing amounts totaling $161,468.06.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. The City of Vandalia's NEC phone system, in use for over 25 years, has reached the end of its supported life, leading to reliability issues and a lack of manufacturer support. To address this, $170,000 was allocated in the 2025 budget for a replacement system utilizing Mitel equipment. Through the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Contract, 3 proposals were evaluated, and Forerunner, Inc., the city's current phone vendor, submitted the lowest cost proposal meeting all requirements. The final project cost is $161,468.06, covering equipment and installation, leaving $8,531.94 of the budget available for necessary network switch equipment. IT Manager Davey recommends that council waive formal bidding and approve the purchases from Forerunner, Inc. under the Sourcewell contract. Additionally, he requests the authorization to use the remaining funds to purchase necessary network equipment from a yet-to-be-determined vendor.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move that we accept Resolution 25R19. Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Dugan and a second by Councilwoman Fairst to approve Resolution 25-R-19 as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst.
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver.
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Follak.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly.
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 25-R-20.
Resolution in support of State Issue 2, renewal of the State Capital Improvement Program on the May 6, 2025 statewide ballot.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. This year, on May 6, 2025, the primary election date, the state of Ohio will have on a renewal State Issue 2, the Ohio Public Works Commission State Capital Improvement Program. The program was first approved back in 1987, and the funding for this program relies on an amendment to the Ohio Constitution every 10 years. The state capital improvement program is funded by state general revenues and must be renewed by the voters. The city of Vandalia has benefited greatly from these programs, receiving $3,109,000 in funding through this SCIP over the last 10 years for several much-needed projects. We recommend approving a resolution in support of State Issue 2 that will be on the ballot May 6, 2025.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve Resolution 25R20 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Farst and a second by Councilman Follick to approve Resolution 25-R-20 as presented. Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 25-R-21.
A resolution approving the assignment of responsibilities under the 2024 contract for mowing and general maintenance for calendar years 2024 and 2025, requested by Development and Engineering Services to Shill Grounds Maintenance under the existing terms and at the existing rates and amounts.
Thank you. Mr. Aldhouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. In March of 2024, the city awarded the bid for the right-of-way and city-owned property mowing contract to Property Works. This was a 2-year contract award. On March 14th, they notified us that they were going to be closing their Dayton area operations and would not be able to fulfill the second year of the contract. They have reached out to another company, Shill Grounds Management, to see if they would be interested in taking over the remainder of their contract. Shill Grounds Management was the second lowest bidder back in 2024, and they agreed to take over the contract at the current prices awarded to Property Works. Due to the timing of this notification and the need for mowing before another project could be bid out, we are recommending allowing Property Works to assign the remainder of the contract to Shill Ground Management.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve Resolution 25R21 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follick and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesly to approve Resolution 25-R-21 as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have one ordinance in the first reading, that being ordinance 25-04. Mr. McDonald?
An ordinance amending sections 878.03, 878.04, and 878.06 of Chapter 878 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Vandalia regarding hotel registrations.
All right, thank you. Mr. Aldhouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. Staff reviewed Chapter 878, Hotel Motel Operations Registration, and are requesting revisions. After implementation of the hotel motel registration for the last 3 years, staff found a few items that need addressed and clarified in the ordinance.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve ordinance 2504.
Second.
I have a motion by Vice Mayor Blakesly and a second by Councilman Lewis to approve ordinance 25-04 in its first reading. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have no ordinances in the second reading, nor do we have any emergency ordinances, and that brings us to a variance request at 320 and 326 Delsing Drive. Mr. Aldhouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. The applicant, Jonathan Frederick, has requested a variance to construct a 6-foot fence on his corner lot within Zone A for the property located at 320-326 Delsing Drive. The proposal involves allowing a 6-foot fence to encroach 24 feet into Zone A. On March 12th, 2025, the Board of Zoning Appeals voted 4-0 to recommend approval with one condition: the fence shall not extend more than 20 feet into Zone A. Staff has included a drawing of the various fence locations as requested by council at the March 17th study session.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll make a motion to deny the variance with a 6-foot fence in Zone A at 320, 326 Delsing Drive for, as I explained in the study session, what I believe to be an excessive intrusion into the Zone A section, both in distance and the size of the fence, and creating safety and visual obstructions.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Councilman Follick and a second by Councilman Lewis to deny the variance request for the 6-foot fence in Zone A for the items noted. Are there any comments or questions from council? Call the roll.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesly,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion is denied 7-0. All right, council, you've got the Planning Commission meeting minutes of January 14th. Are there any comments or questions regarding those? All right, and that brings us to council comments, and we'll begin this evening with Mr. McDonald.
Nothing, thank you.
All right. Mr. Althouse.
Just congratulations again, Vice Mayor Blakesly, for your Marvin Link Award. We congratulate you and wish all of our public safety telecommunicators a great time. They offer a great service to our city, being there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, answering any emergency or non-emergency calls in our police communication centers. So we certainly thank them for their service.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Avalotis Weaver.
Wanted to say congratulations to you on becoming a
you.
grandpa. And to you. You.
Grandpa.
Yeah,
You looked right here like, wait.
sorry. Yes, because you just became a grandpa, didn't you? Right, yeah, okay, yes. And congratulations to you, Vice Mayor Blakesly, on your award. I also meant to mention this earlier, and I had mentioned this to our city manager. I've noticed recently that Vandalia has kind of been left out of some community meetings. One that particularly I noticed was a library meeting that all of the libraries, people that had been involved, city leaders had been invited to, and also the, I guess, grand opening, they call it, of ODOT for the year. We hadn't been invited to. So I did ask the city manager to try and make sure that we get on that list to be invited, especially since we have a library here in the community, and to see if it would be possible if when I attend meetings, because I am invited to things, that I can be a liaison to the city and bring back that information to the community, if that would be okay. And that is all.
All right,
Thank you.
Councilwoman Fairst.
Congratulations, Mike. Most of us were able to be at the breakfast where the city's township and school met, and Mike was given a proclamation and awarded that morning, but it's nice to have you here this evening and let the public see that. And I didn't know you were a grandpa. I didn't know
Yeah.
the baby came. You're getting to look more like a grandpa all the time. Anyway, that's it. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Time is up. We're going to move along to Councilman Follick.
You can get away with that.
You seem really uncomfortable about the grandfather thing. So congratulations to both of you.
it's an
Nothing
age.
further.
All right, Councilman Lewis.
Well, I've already congratulated Mr. Blakesly, and nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, Councilmember Dugan.
Congratulations, Mayor. Congratulations, Mr. Blakesly. And happy retirement to Tami and Joe, and welcome, Dakoda.
All right, thank you. And that brings us to Vice Mayor Blakesly.
Well, we'll start out with Grandpa. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know what that's like because I had 3 of my own grandchildren here, so it's really neat. It's another stage of life. And speaking of stage of life that I can relate to the public service personnel and what a great job that they do for our city. Having have been a dispatcher at one point in my career, I know what they go through, and it's quite a commitment, being that interface with the public, kind of the first person to talk to. There are a lot of fond memories, and then there were a lot of times where it was challenging. So certainly I appreciate their service. And thank you to all council for your support. As mentioned before, receiving the proclamation tonight as well as receiving the award, I was very surprised. I was just kind of blindsided, actually. And you know, when you do these things, you don't see others see that, but you don't see it in yourself. And usually I've been given out proclamations before, and it was kind of strange to get one. And then, you know, of all the times we've seen where people get a day to them, and so, you know, like, hey, wow, this is pretty cool. So that's really neat. And that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, well, as everyone else has said, I would also like to congratulate you. I know the city council and the entire staff is very proud of you and everything you accomplished here with
Thank
the city of Vandalia, and we're looking forward to the remainder of your term and, you know, the great things that we can continue doing here with the city of Vandalia. And I guess the cat is out of the bag, but I did want to welcome Vandalia's newest resident, Mr. Joseph Herbst. He arrived on April 3rd at 8 pounds and 6 ounces. From what I understand, for the foreseeable future, he will be staying with his parents, at least until he gets up on his feet a little bit more. But that's all I have for this evening. This meeting is adjourned.